Samples from ceramic vase found at tomb in Sicily prove that the vase was manufactured in Greece. Since the occupant of the tomb died during the reign of a Sicilian ruler who lived 27 years ago, the location of the vase indicates that there was trade between Sicily and Greece 2700 years ago. All right. So, which of the following is an assumption on which argument depends? Assumption. What should be approach of assumption? First of all, find out argument. An argument includes premise and conclusion. What should be our job? First, we should identify argument, and after that conclusion, then we should make notes of, or we should find out keywords of conclusion. It says the location of the vase indicates that there was trade between Sicily and Greece 2700 years ago. So trade was 2700 years ago, right? This is the case. Trade was 2700 years ago. That is conclusion. Now what is premise? Occupants of the tomb died during the reign of Sicilian ruler who lived 2700 years ago. Occupants died during the reign of Sicilian ruler who lived 27. So occupant died 2700 years ago, right? So see, it says that trade was 2400 years ago. Occupant died 2400. Because occupant died 2400 years ago, therefore the trade was 2400 years ago. What is the assumption? It's been what? Nothing happened after 2400. Right? So, sorry, it's a 27. Yeah. So nothing happened after that, after 2700, right? That should be the case. Now let us move ahead. Sicilian potters who lived during the reign of ruler did not produce work of the same level of the quality as the Greek potters. Should we talk about the quality? Should we talk about the content? Should we talk about the material? No, because the passage says occupant were 2700 years ago. Therefore, trade was 2700 years ago. So occupant versus trade should be along with the time keywords, not the quality and the content. So A out. Sicilian clay that was used in manufacture of pottery during the ruler's reign bore little resemblance to the Greek day clay used to manufacture pottery at the same time. Now, it is resembling clay versus clay. Clay versus clay resembles. Here we are creating the relation of trade 2700 years ago, right? So that here it is about the relation, trade relation between two countries that was 2700 years ago, not about the resemblance of the clay. What if it is resemble? Can we say that there was? Because there can be many possibilities, and it is possible that if they are nearer, of course the clay is logically will be the same one. Hence option B out. Okay. At the same time that the occupant of tomb was alive, there were ships capable of transporting large quantities of manufactured goods between Sicily and Greece. All right, it's okay. They were alive and they used to do. If it is the case, it is strengthening the conclusion, right? By the way, conclusion says the trade was 2700 years ago, right? 2700 years ago. Why? Because occupant died 2700 years ago. It says that the relation was in. So instead of assumption, it is strengthened. Why? Because it is justifying that there was trade. The vase that was found at Sicilian tomb was not placed there many generations later by the descendants of occupant of tomb. It's mean that the relationship, I mean, the vase that was found, it did not exist. It did not exist after long. after many generations. It's been that it was before that. It was not after, but the before. And what is the passage? Trade was 2700 years ago, not the after. Why? Because occupant died 2700 years ago. So D is okay. The occupant of tomb was not a member of the royal family to which the Sicilian ruler belonged. All right. Whether they are member or not, but actually it is about the trade. So the occupant belongs to what area, what location, and what family does not matter. Matter that occupant lived, occupant died, and business existed. That is, these are the keywords that we have to look at. So option E, out of scope, and hence D is the best option.